Like, okay, Nick, those heels are super amazing, but when the hell are you gonna wear them? Because this is not your life anymore, baby. Hey everyone, I'm Nick from How to Agender. Welcome back to my channel. This will be a new video around shoes and mainly about how to stop buying shoes that you don't wear. Now, practice what you preach, Nick, because I do have quite a lot of shoes that I normally wear a lot. But that's mainly because they are either collector's items and I don't really want to damage them, or a majority of them is also shoes where I'm like, get your shit together and buy new comfortable shoes. So that's what this video is about. If you're excited about that topic, make sure to continue watching the video, of course, but also if you're not already, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below if you found these tips to be helpful or not, if you have any other tips to prevent you from buying shoes that you don't really wear. Let me know in the comments down below. So I'm super excited to wear this eye look today as well. I did it in my Get Ready With Me live update video, and I just applied a new lippy to trick you into thinking that this is another eye look, but basically it's just the same. But I'm really digging it and I don't really want to take it off right now, so this is what I'm going for. It's like kind of dark army green jungle realness, let's say. Now, I started having the idea for this video after wearing a pair of shoes that I do really like, where I was like, okay, let me reflect on this pair and think about what makes this shoe comfortable, so that if I buy another pair of heels or shoes that have the same characteristics as this one, will probably be as comfortable as this pair, if you know what I mean. So what the hell am I doing with my hands? I don't know. So the first tip and the biggest tip is take a look at your collection. Take a look at the shoes that you don't wear. Why do you not wear them? Is it because of the material? Is it because of that toe strap that pinches? Is it because it's a slingback and you don't really like that? Is it because of the heel height? Anything like that. So look at shoes that you don't wear and reflect why you don't wear them. For example, I have this pair of pony skin loafers by Dries Van Noten. Super expensive, bought them at like the stock sale, but still way too expensive. But I'm like, I cannot wear them when it rains. The sole is super slippery, so I have to be careful at basically any surface. I don't want to damage the pony hairs. The sole is super beautiful, so I don't want to damage that either. So I'm like, and a loafer is not super comfortable in my case, or in my opinion. The heel of my foot is quite sensitive, and you know, wearing bare feet in a loafer is quite tricky, and you have those little socks that you can't see in shoes, but they slip off very easily, which you'll end up wearing barefoot in a bare feet or barefoot in your loafer. So I tried to stay away from loafers lately, and it's quite working. So apart from the material, you can also look at the heel height. Are there heels that are too high for you? Do you think like a stiletto heel is not comfortable? Then just don't buy that anymore. For me, the ideal heel height is around 9 or 10 centimeters, preferably a block heel. I know for a fact that I don't like to wear wedges. I like the look of stilettos, but I don't like the feel of them getting caught in pretty much every surface in the environment. So for example, my Margiela Tubby heels, which have a big, sturdy 9 centimeter block heel, they are perfect to stroll around everywhere. So from now on, if I buy a pair of heels, I will try to buy a block heel and not go above 10 centimeters. I promise. Now the second tip, which is complementary to the first one, is take a look at the shoes that you do wear. For example, I have this pair of sandals with like an 8 centimeter block heel with a lot of straps, but I was looking at them after wearing them for a whole day, not feeling too much pain, and I saw that the strap around the toes was super wide, so I was like, okay, that's the reason why my little toe is not dying for once. There are a lot of straps, but the fact that you can adjust the straps means that they don't really pinch, which is great. Also, there was a zipper in the back, so I don't have to lace up. The laces don't go loose, things like that. So that's another thing. And you have the block heel with a little bit of a platform. So I looked at those shoes and I was like, okay, next time that I buy a sandal, a high-heeled sandal, I should buy something like this if I want it to be as comfortable as that one, which I would like to, because as much as I love shoes, as much as I buy a lot of shoes, I do want to wear a lot of my shoes as well, you know, and I want to feel comfortable in them. Then the third tip that I found on the internet while researching for this is dress for the life you live right now. Yes, that pair of 11 centimeter stiletto sandals might have been great 5 years ago when you went clubbing, when you had a sitting down job, for example, but now that you're a mom running around 24/7, those 11 centimeters can be a lot, or let's say too much. So really think about what your life is right now. When will you wear the shoes that you're gonna buy? Is the money you're gonna spend worth it for the type of shoes that you're gonna wear? It's also a tip I'm really telling myself pretty much every day when I'm shoe shopping. Like, okay, Nick, those heels are super amazing, but when the hell are you gonna wear them? Because this is not your life anymore, baby. So I would say really think about, are you able to wear that shoe enough to justify paying the price? And it's not really even about the price. I mean, you could get a pair of stilettos for 10 euros. But still, if you don't wear them, it's not worth giving that money to it. It doesn't need to be 100 euros you're spending, you know, to think about it. Another tip is figure out what your day-to-day look is. If you're like, okay, I'm wearing a lot of black, so I can take a shoe that has a bit more color in it, or the other way around. For me, for example, I love to wear patterns, I love prints, I love mixing prints. So for me, a good pair of black ankle boots, for example, really is a must, because I can throw them on underneath everything. Now in my case, with a lot of outfits, I decide which shoes I'm gonna wear before I decide my outfit, like the rest of my clothing. But on days that I'm like, I really want to wear that jacket, I really want to wear this top, for example, then I really need a pair of black lace-up shoes or ankle boots. So next time you go shopping, think about what do you already have in your closet, what is your uniform, or what do you wear frequently, and do these shoes match your closet? Then the last tip I can give you, there are a lot of more tips. I can make a part 2 of this video, I think, so if you're interested in that, comment down below. But the last tip for now is don't spend too little and don't spend too much. Why do I say that? Because I have bought shoes at Primark, I've bought shoes at New Look, for example, but in my case, when I wear shoes and something happens to them, there's like a spot or a bit of the material came off, when I look at those shoes the next time, I only see that spot. And I tend to not wear them anymore because there is that spot or that bit of material that rubbed off. So I would say try and go for a bit of a higher quality shoe, or at least a shoe that you can get repaired. For example, I have my Lita boots from Jeffrey Campbell. You guys know I am obsessed with that style of boot, and one of them, the sole just came off. And I was like, okay, let me repair this. This is gonna cost me 15-20 euros, but it is worth it because it was a shoe that was like 120 euros. So, you know, that's also the problem with shoe makers and shoe repairers at this point in time. People don't really repair their shoes anymore because they don't spend a lot of money on them, or like not enough money to justify them having repaired. Or some of the shoes cannot even get repaired anymore because they're made so crappy that the material just cannot take another, you know, round of repairing. So I would say don't spend too little on your shoes, but on the other hand, don't spend too much either. I did a designer heels collection video, you can check it out right here if you want to, where I also tell you that don't spend full price on designer items, because there are so many costs involved into making a designer pair of shoes. Thanks to all the research, all the fittings, all the samples, all the blah blah blah, all the people that are working on it. So it's not always about the material, you know. Even the highest luxury brands also try to cut costs on materials or on, you know, little trimmings on shoes. If it can be a bit more produced a bit more cheap, then they will do it as well. So I would say don't spend full price on designer shoes because they're not always worth it, or not always worth the super high price. Okay, so that's it for this video. I really hope these tips are helpful for you. If you have any more, let me know through my DMs on Instagram or here in the comments down below. Let's share our knowledge around this topic. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. Make sure to like the video, leave a comment. I've said that about 5 times by now, it's alright. Also subscribe if you don't want to miss any future content around shoes or gender, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!